Hi, my name is Dana Mancini. I'm a 6th grade ELA teacher at Orfield Middle School. This is the first year that Orfield and the school district has implemented the new StudySync program. StudySync is a dynamic platform that brings in ELA concepts, PA core concepts, and integrates them with a piece of technology. This has lent itself so well to our one-to-one initiative this year. There are certain components of StudySync that really stand out to me. One of the first things that I like that StudySync does is it brings in real-world concepts to students' everyday lives. There is a blast every day students can do that where students actually answer a question and have interaction with their peers, peer rating each of the reviews. This is nice because a lot of times we forget what's happening on the outside world with ELA, and it's so important for students to be able to make connections with real concepts and everyday debatable concepts.
Yeah. Another argument that I brought up, maybe women don't go into the same training as men do. Why? Why? Maybe they choose a different path of work. Another thing that I saw, the studies that you were pointing to actually mainly focused on office environments, not storefront environments, which are very much different.
Got it. So, this is a perfect example. And hold on, because I just saw Ella. I know. Are things stirring inside you right now?
Yeah, I kind of have some things I want to counter with Shannon.
Okay, bring it.
Bring it. Okay, so hold on.
Let's go.
So, before I say and let Ella speak, this is a perfect example of what blasts are supposed to do. Does everybody have the same voice and viewpoint in here? No. Noah, does your viewpoint match exactly what Gannon's does? No. And that's okay, because that's the beauty of blasts. There is no right or wrong, boys and girls. But what blasts do is it stirs debate amongst your peers. So, in essence, I've done my job. I now know what Gannon feels. Is Gannon wrong? Absolutely not. It's his viewpoint. No, I'd love to hear Ella's viewpoint to counter what Gannon said. So hold on one second, and let's give Ella the opportunity to speak here.
Okay, so Gannon, I know you feel that with women, we have a different personality, but sometimes, like take a few of the girls in here, sometimes we have a serious part, and we can also have fun. We could also be lighthearted. So I feel that when you're saying that sometimes they have a deeper drive that may not be true, that just might not show on the surface. So you could try like really hard at something, and you might not even realize what they were trying.
Another thing that I love StudySync does is it gives students the opportunity to experience literature for the first time without actually having to do an in-depth type of work. What we call those is a first read. With a first read, students read for the first time without having any knowledge of the text. Here, they're actually just absorbing as much information as they can to kind of get the gist of what's going on in the story. The second time students read it is they're looking at more of a close read of the literature. They're taking a look and analyzing characters' motives. They're analyzing how characters change. They're taking a look at real concepts that are occurring in events in the story and looking at how those events impact characters. Those are just a couple of the ways. The close reads are so important. Also with StudySync, having the use of technology, it allows students to make individual annotations that can be saved. So things that I want to highlight to them, they're actually annotating right inside the program, and those annotations are saved forever. It's especially beneficial when we want to look back on a past passage and say, oh yeah, let's look at paragraph 2 here. Do you see how the character did this? Ultimately, in my 20 years of teaching, this has truly impacted me this year. What I love about it is that this gives students a voice. It's no longer me preaching ELA concepts to the kids. It's about them experiencing the concepts and applying them in a digital platform. For the first time in a long time, students are truly engaged in their learning. They love the technology. They love that they can interact with peer reviews, and they just love how involved they are on a daily basis using StudySync. The pure beauty of it is they don't realize that they're learning the most important things that I need to teach them. It is truly a dynamic program that I love using in my classroom.